Okay, here we have Megan on the left and Alyssa on the right, and they're both freshmen at Purdue University and members of the Gold Duster dance team. So we're going to spend a few minutes just to kind of get to know them a little bit better. Why don't we start with you, Megan? Tell us a little bit about your experience in dance before you decided to try out for the Gold Dusters.
Well, I've been dancing since I was 3. I did competition routine, like teams. I've done, oh God, like every type of dance possible. I don't know. I did studio dance. I did team dance. So I did my high school team. Yeah.
So this was just a natural extension of everything you'd done before then.
Yeah.
How about you, Alyssa?
Actually, same with Megan. I started when I was 3 also. I did studio until middle school, and then I joined my middle school dance team and then my high school dance team. So this was just another great opportunity to keep on dancing.
Now, Megan, did you pick Purdue because of the Gold Dusters, or what came first, the dancers or the university?
It definitely had a huge impact on my decision. I wanted to go to school that had a good dance team, and they also had to have my major, so obviously that was it. But it did have a big impact on my decision, I guess. So.
Did you consider other colleges as well?
I did. I considered Minnesota and Ball State and Marquette. So this one kind of reigned over all those.
So you're happy with your decision?
Yeah.
Alyssa, how about you? Did the Gold Duster dance team play a role in your decision to come to Purdue?
I'm actually a transfer student, so this is my first year also. My cousin is also on Gold Dusters, and she really influenced me about Gold Dusters. So when I was trying to pick a college to go to, Purdue really stuck out because of the Gold Duster dance team, and also because Purdue is such a prestigious school. I wanted to come here.
So you had to try out?
We did. We both did.
And tell me what that was like.
Go ahead, Megan.
It was a whole day affair. So you started at 8 and you didn't end until 5. And you learned multiple routines. So you learned a jazz routine, a palm routine, a kickline routine. You had to do improv, which means that you just she put on a song and you had to dance to it however you wanted to. And it was workshop style. So I don't know. You can add more to that.
Were you nervous, Alyssa?
Yes, I was really nervous. It took a lot of endurance throughout the day, but I guess that's what our coach wanted, to see if we had endurance to do a whole day tryout, because that's what really Gold Dusters is about. It's a lot of hard work, and you get to rest, but you really work hard. So I think they wanted to give us a little preview for what the year was going to come, so that's why the tryouts were so hard. But I'm glad it was, because we have a really good team this year. I'm really excited.
So physically it's hard.
Physically, yes. I was a bit tired after.
Now tell me about your reaction when you found out you made it.
I started crying. My cousin and I jumped up and down. I was so excited, and right when the new list came of the new members, all the old team members who were already on the team right away gave us hugs and congratulated us and said how excited we were to be on the team. So it was a really good welcoming, good first impression of the girls.
How about you, Megan?
Mine was about the same. I mean, I walked up with my sister to look at the sheet on the wall, and I made her look first because I didn't want to look. 'Cause if I didn't make it, I didn't want to know. And so she looked first, and she was like, "You made it, you made it." And so I instantly got teary-eyed, and she's like, "Let's go tell Mom and Dad." And so we ran back to the car and told my parents. Yeah.
Of course.
So how many girls were you competing against?
I think it was 50?
Yeah.
Around there. And it was kind of cool because a lot of the members tried out last year, so I think only 5 of us new members made it, right? Yeah, 5 members throughout the 50 made the team. So
5 out of 50?
5 out of 50, minus the girls who were on the team last year.
Right.
So it was a pretty big cut.
Wow. So tell me, you do a lot of dance routines.
Yes.
You do a new one every halftime show.
Yeah.
But also you have dance routines to all the fight songs and the other music that's played in the stands, and you're a freshman. You had to learn how many routines did you have to learn?
I think 40. I think I counted once, and it was 40 different dances. Even if a sideline for 30 seconds,
Right.
It was included in that. So it was a lot of work.
How long did that take?
Oh my God.
We had sorry to interrupt you. We had 1 week, which was really nice. It's called band camp, and we had a chance to learn all those dances. It was 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So it was a really good time to get to know the girls and also get to know all these new routines we had to learn.
Luckily, also, we had what we call Duster Days, which is like our own individual camp, which was 4 days long. And we came down to Purdue campus and stayed in a hotel and got to do all these fun stuff. But we also learned a lot of the routines during that week, which helped a lot for band camp because I guess in years past they didn't have Duster Days. So it was like extremely hard to learn all those routines in 1 week. So we technically had like 2 weeks to learn, but it was so like new, and you didn't understand what is a fight song. I don't know what a fight song is.
Right.
And so like you had to learn it right away, and you're like, oh, okay. So it took a long time, but I think we did pretty well.
Yeah, it was nice because it was really nice because if I had trouble, I would ask Megan all the time, all other girls, can you help me with this routine? And they would help me right away. So it was really supportive.
Now you also had to learn how to march, right?
Yes.
Had you ever marched before?
Kind of in high school because my high school team did do the football teams with the band, so we marched a little bit on the field for like pregame, but not as intense as this. So it was a little different than what we're used to.
I never marched ever in my whole life, and so this was a whole new experience for me. And let me tell you, it was difficult to learn at first. Like
All of a sudden,
go ahead.
all of a sudden you had to learn new steps, glide step, low chair, high chair.
Which you would think it would be like easy because like I'm used to like learning things fast and like new steps and stuff, but that is a whole different level of hard. And I give them so much credit because it's so difficult.
Exactly. We're so used to being elegant and lyrical, and then we had to march with our hands and not move. So it was an experience, but I'm glad we learned it.
Tell me about your first game at Ross H. Stadium. What was that like?
Oh my gosh. It was hot, first of all. It was 120 degrees on the field, so we weren't ready for that, but it was an amazing experience. First time I walked onto Ross Stadium, I almost got to tears because I've never been to a football game ever besides high school football. So it was a really big experience, and I loved looking up at the crowd and like seeing everyone watching us dance. It was a really good feeling.
I mean, it was interesting because it was so hot that I was like, oh my God, how am I gonna dance all day? But then like, because my adrenaline was so high, because I was so excited because my first game, I didn't even like think about it. And afterwards we were like talking about the game, and someone told me that it got up to 120 degrees, and I was like, are you serious? It got up to, wow, I probably lost 10 pounds in sweat that day, but
definitely.
Were you nervous?
I was a little nervous because there's so many people, and it's not just people, like people that you know, your friends and students are out there too, but it's such a good feeling that you just look past the nervousness and try your best.
I mean, I was nervous, but I feel like we prepared so much before that like I wasn't as nervous as I probably could have been because we did practice so much before, and we did have Duster Days and band camp and all that. And I guess we had a lot more time compared to in past years when they had their first game to get ready for it, so that was kind of nice. But
now, you're in the Dusters this year. Will you be back next year?
I hope so.
Hopefully.
You have to try out every single year, so you're not guaranteed a spot if you try out, if you're already on the team, but we're both going to try out, so hopefully we make it.
So do you see yourself doing this your whole 4 years or 5 years here?
Yes, of course I do.
Hopefully, yeah.
It's not just about dancing, it's about the organization in general. It's just a really good organization to be a part of. It makes you organized. I feel like I'm a part of Purdue. Like I stand for Purdue when I'm dancing at the games and marching down, Stadium Street or whatever street we march on. So I love it.
So when you're marching in front of the band and they start to play Hail Purdue, do you have any special feelings that go on at that time? Or?
Yes, here, I just talk, you go ahead.
Okay, well, the funny thing, I don't know, to me, when we have practices not with the band sometimes, and we'll get done like a couple minutes early and they'll be marching down and they're doing the song, I'll be like, wow, they look so great. Do we look like that when we're with them? And then it like kind of makes you feel like, wow, I'm a part of that. Like, normally, like, you see people standing on the sides and they'll be like taking videos of it, and it's just a normal practice for us, so we don't really think anything of it. But like, when I see that, it's like, wow, I get like what people feel when they like watch us go down the street. I don't know, it's exciting.
Yeah, it's like rewarding in a way.
Yeah.
So one last question: and now ask each of you this, what do you like the most about being in the Dusters this year? What stands out the most that you really enjoy?
Honestly, I think the friendships that I've made. Like, although it is all about dance and we do like perform and stuff like that, and that is something that I've loved to do all my life, I've made friends that I know I will be friends with whether I make the team next year or not. And I know like they're there for me no matter what. If I have a problem with homework or dance or boys or anything, they're there for me. Like I know that, which is like nice to know because I am so far away from home that it's like my family away from my family.
I definitely agree with what Megan said. The friendship and how I feel around these girls is amazing. After Duster Days, what was our first get together, I instantly had a connection with them, and to enjoy something that we all love and doing it together is just an amazing feeling. So I'm really glad we're both a part of it.
Well, good. Well, thank you, young ladies, for taking the time to do this, and we wish you lots of luck, and we'll get a few more football victories this year, huh?
Hopefully.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.